Well, given how well it seems like it was generally treated, I'm actually not terribly surprised. There's not much in the way of, well, for one thing, dirt. It's actually surprisingly clean, considering its age. Like I was saying before, some of the common problems are, see all this solder right here? It has a very low melting point, which I imagine was used because it's easier to manufacture with. But anyways, in ones that are poorly ventilated, especially ones that start getting a lot of dust buildup over here, they run really hot, and it melts all this solder. And see, like right here would be a good example. All those points would kind of be soldered together, and it basically shorts the thing out. I'm not seeing that here. Like I said, remarkably clean, which, I mean, from what you were saying, you have it on a, off the ground. It's, doesn't sound like it was heavily used. So, the chances of the standard overheating issue being the problem, I kind of went out the window when I heard that. And the motherboard actually seems to be bearing that out. Like I said, usually over here, the main thing you see is, especially in places where where there's like smokers, actually tends to be the biggest problem. All that ash collects in here and builds up, and then it just essentially becomes a thermal blanket instead of a heatsink, and the thing fries. I'm not seeing anything outwardly wrong, so I'm beginning to suspect that the unit just hit its end of life. I'm going to keep looking to see what I can find as far as any sort of fixes. But I mean, it looks like, from what I understand, this is where the memory goes. The processor's right here. But the memory that they use here they said it was either cheap, well, not necessarily cheap, but it wasn't made particularly well. And I guess it seems to have issues that may or may not be repairable. So I'll continue digging into it I can find.